My first experience with the English Speaking Union was when I was a freshman in high school. And freshmen at my high school wasn't allowed to try out for the Shakespeare competition, but a senior that I really looked up to was able to go to the district-wide one from our school, and I just said, I want to be like him. I want to do that. So my sophomore year, I was able to get to the district level, and junior year and senior year, and I never got past the the district-wide. I got into the finals one year, my senior year, and didn't place still, but I was determined, and I knew from that, because it was the first competition I was able to do, and the first time that I really worked on Shakespeare, that I wanted to know more. So I kept bettering my craft, and by the time I was finished with college, I knew that I wanted to be a theater teacher. So my teacher at Palm Springs High School asked me to take the her spot over for her. She wanted me to take over her position after she retired, which I gladfully accepted, because it was nice to be straight out of college and be paid to do theater. But I was able to then coach my theater student, and we actually won first place my first year in the Desert Branch at ESU. And then we won first place again, and 2 years in a row going to nationals, and it was amazing. Then the budget cuts got me. It happens. But I was fortunate enough to be able to be hired in the Bay Area as a theater teacher, and I knew I wanted to apply for the BUSS scholarship, but I knew that there were a lot of people trying out for it, and I said, well, I guess it's worth a shot. I really wanted it, but I understood if I didn't get it. And I went through the process, and I went through the interview, and I went home to my fiance and said, well, it's done. Now I can just breathe for a bit. And they made us wait for a week, and that had to be like the longest week of my life. But sure enough, I was contacted and was told that I was going to go to London, and I was in disbelief. I just sat there for honestly 3 minutes crying, because I couldn't believe that someone would take a chance on a kid who loves theater teaching more than anything, and being able to give them the opportunity to expand their knowledge. And, you know, I've never been awarded something to this honor before, and I would always encourage not just students but teachers to try and apply and, you know, get information, because what the English Speaking Union is doing is they're giving kids an opportunity to try Shakespeare. And you come to the competition and you see the best that each school has to offer. And, you know, they're just so supportive of one another. And, you know, just like every single one of my students say each year when I go over the Shakespeare unit, and Shakespeare's hard. And same thing with my teachers at my school. Shakespeare's difficult. It's difficult to understand, but, you know, you can only get better by engulfing yourself in it and just watching other people perform and performing it yourself. And that's what the English Speaking Union does. It gives you the opportunity to perform, and which there's not enough of these days.